OBS has reconnected successfully. I don't know what that means. Do you disconnect? What? Apparently we disconnected and are reconnecting. Theoretically we're live. Yeah, I DC'd. It's just anything that could go wrong is going wrong. Okay, if this happens again, then I don't. Hopefully it won't, is all I can say. Meek didn't want to redo, but I mean, I think it justifies a redo. The streamer goes out, especially and when the game has just started. That feels like it justifies a redo. Am I crazy? Apparently the stream did go out for just a bit. Yeah, and Melvin said he left, so I think a redo is the obvious answer. This is painful. I don't get it. Everything was working so well yesterday. I had no viewers because, you know, no one comes to watch me play anything other than Tooth and Tail. But still, it was working. Like, I don't get what... Like, nothing... I have done nothing. I have changed no settings. I don't get why it won't work. Alright. Okay, so Meek has dropped the badger. Squirrel, lizard, ferret, snake, wolf, fox. He's Melvin, squirrel, pigeon, falcon, cam, fox, wire. CPU yellow has pigeon, mole, ferret, cam, owl, archie. And he has the boar one that instant builds for him. CPU 1, Quartermaster has squirrel, pigeon, snake, boar, owl, arty. So you feel like this goes to Meek purely because Yellow's deck with no real tier 1 is so much weaker than Quartermaster's deck with the squirrels. So you feel like Meek has an advantage there, and holy shit, Meek just insta-lizards 6 lizards. Actually built that on 5. Comes and picks off the the close mill. That is a big deal. Getting that mill with just 1 lizard. I mean, Melvin tried to build an army that could fight it, but he was too slow. Stream Element says that I'm now live. Stream Manager says that I've only been streaming for 5 minutes. This is going to be a real ball ache to upload to YouTube. Because I can't really edit stuff. I can't like take a clip. Like I can cut down videos. I don't think I can put them together. Theoretically, I think there's a way in Twitch for you to splice multiple clips from the same stream together, but I don't think there's a way for you to put 2 streams, which is what this technically is now, together. That meal comes already built, so it's not 60 food, but because you're, you know, but it is basically one of your 3 lives. That is how you've got to think of this setup. Because the oh, this is a good use of ferrets. Pick off the boar warren. Pick off the boar warren. They can't build a boar. Now it is easier said than done because of the wire and the balloon, and now because of the moles distracting your shots. But the boar warren goes down. Meek is now in a hugely advantageous position, other than the fact that he has ferrets. Okay, well, Quartermaster's coming in, but the pigs take care of it themselves. But Quartermaster has a boar coming. Yellow will never have a boar coming ever again throughout the entire game. That is huge. Like, okay, where was I? Yeah, you've got to think of these as like lives, because once you run out of them, it's game over. And you are going to lose at least 1 or 2. Just because of, if you're defending here, your opponent can attack in here. If you're defending here, and your opponent walks in here, you're going to lose the mill. It's just the facts of life. Fact of life. We got Wolf Fox building up here. The boar comes in here. It is dying. It's going to get some decent value. Hits oh, the cams didn't need to die there. That's a miss micro from Melvin in a big way. That cost him the mill with 5 farms on it. And Meek is already oh no, Melvin won last game, so. Oh, and now Melvin is down to just this 1 mill. And he's being attacked from both sides. And the yellow push has been slowed down immensely due to the fact that yellow can't build a boar anymore. Melvin does have a fox. That is something. And since there are no mines or defensive structures on Meek's side, the fox could actually get quite a lot of value. Especially with this attack coming in here. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4 farms. Melvin has brought the rest of his army in. That's a bit risky. It leaves him exposed on this flank if green starts to come in, which she is with another boar. Melvin is going to lose his army here because of the wolf buff snakes and the fox coming up. He's going to get a decent trade, but here comes the boar, and there's nothing at home to defend this. But what if this mill goes down? It goes down. Meek dies first, just by like a second. Melvin takes game 2 with the all-in attack. Oh my god. So risky, but it worked. Okay, this is the last game on this map. Meek is really looking for a point here. It's so much harder to go into the second phase with no points. Melvin has had 2. Oh yeah, he did. He rebuilt that mill, didn't he? Okay. Cams and You don't need to tell me that you're thinking. Just think. Cacotopia. What's cacotopia mean? It's one of Sasha's new favourite words. What does it mean? And no, that's dystopia. A dystopia. Why? I guess cat from cataclysm. But I mean, okay, no fox, no cams. Weirdly, Melvin like calls them by their actual names, like their in-game names. It's very odd. I got that right, didn't I? Kasha cams, yes. Cacophony. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have the toe. I mean, you do have the toe, but it's later. You have the ka first. Cacophony. Also, you have an O instead of an A. My favourite word is... Your favourite word is penis. I mean... Okay. It seems a bit normy, but... whatever you choose. Were you hoping that I would say my favourite word is penis? And then you could like clip it and like take it out of context and put it on Twitter and everyone would go ha 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 lol. Because it's weird. We've had a large like step in civil rights for, you know, gays and lesbians and LGBTQ plus whatever letters they're at now, but I still see people saying stuff like lol you're gay or faking gay. Like that stuff is embedded, like deep. It is possible that Goris was just being a fucking troll. In fact, that's quite likely. Oh, okay. Okay, so Meek, Squirrel Cam, Snake Badger, Wolf Artie against Squirrel Pigeon, Falcon Skunk, Fox Mine. On the CPU side, we got Lizard Toad Pigeon, Cam Owl Machine Gun against Squirrel Lizard Ferret, Falcon Owl Mine. I don't know which of this. I think I would prefer the Quartermaster's deck if I had to play it. I'm not sure. I'm always really bad at playing ferrets, but I think objectively it's stronger. Something is grinding against a wall when I move, and I don't know what. Okay, I seem to have solved it. In terms of the human players, mines are kind of a trap on this game. You think they're, at least from my experience, You'd think they'd be good, because you've got these rocks here, which means you have to go through one tile chokes, but each of the chokes is only one tile long as well as wide, so mining them up doesn't actually do that much, it just wastes your food. And it's a pretty short distance, so it's very easy to mine clear from this mill to this mill. Oh, this is a very forward setup by Meek. Very interesting. While Melvin, I mean, Meek only has 7 farms here, so he's clearly relying on the fact that Melvin is going to just eco up. But Melvin also goes straight into his tier 3. The Fox down. The RT picks off the boar. That is a big deal, but like we saw last time, you can still lose because of it. But if he sells the RT yet, like last time, Meek had to keep the tier 2, the ferrets. This time it's like he's done it for free. I mean, he lost time objectively, so it's not. But he's pretty good. He also is still not putting down this 8 farm. Is that because he doesn't think he can spend the 60 food? He needs to get these squirrels up quickly, or is it because he forgot? Who can really say? I'm going to turn this volume down a bit. Is that better? I feel like that's probably less harsh. It was feeling a bit brusque to my ears. I don't know who that is. Whatever. Alright, well, I've got to imagine CPU 1's boar is building by now. Feels like about the right time. Okay, this fox can't actually do anything to green. Okay, here's an attack from yellow. Gonna actually pick off some of these building farms, even with the RT. That's significant actually. Like that's like even just rallying all in. That's 240 food plus a snake. 300 food that Meek has lost, and he still hasn't built this farm. Is he trying to keep that for starvation? I don't get it. Like none of these games have gone to starvation. I don't know why you'd like plan for it. Did he forget it? He's got the 60 food now. He can't. He's walked over it several times. Meanwhile, like the Quartermaster's army is just getting obliterated. Assuming that Melvin is there to fight it. Meek is in a bad way here. He's only got 3 farms. He's got his Wolf Badger. Maybe he'll be able to like put pressure on here, but 4 Falcons and a Fox, that's a pretty decent anti-Badger deck. And in the meantime, Yellow is just going to be building more and more lizards to come and attack this, which I don't know if the RT will be able to hold. Meek being sensible, he was prepared for that. He's taking this mill. Oh, here we go. Here's a real army from green, and you've got Meek pushing in from the other side. That is a big problem. It would be if green would move his army, but green Quartermaster doesn't want to move his army, and Melvin Fro is able to clear up all of Meek's quite, cleanly. Oh. Green has decided to move the army, but they're moving it backwards, which is an interesting choice. Okay, now we get the push in. I mean, even if he loses the fight, as long as this mill goes down, Meek will win, And it looks like this mill might go down, but Mika's starving and it only has 1 mil of itself. And Green is now attacking that mill. What? Green has just ignored this mill. Oh my god, wait. I don't... Is the voice back? Everyone's talking about different shit. Can people hear me? Because I have no idea how that would have changed anything. Is that what it takes? You've got to understand, I get a massive deafening if I do that. I have no idea why. Is that? No, that's not better. Did I just stop streaming here? Am I getting echoes or is it working? I'm getting mixed messages. And it's very hard for me to talk while I'm having my own voice played back to me, while I'm trying to cast the fact that Melvin's gone for an 8-farm badger that Mika's not scouted. This is fucked. I don't know why there are echoes. Is that better? Is that better? Does it need to not go into the yellow bit? That seems to do nothing. Well, sure. Okay, Meek has scouted the badger, but has still decided to go 8 farms on his mill. Seriously, repeat it to yourself slightly after you've said it makes talking really difficult. I cannot stress this enough. Every word that comes out of my mouth is a challenge. Which sucks when you are trying to cast a game. The whole point is that I keep speaking. Well, here comes the badger. What the fuck was that? If I move them over there, I can still hear them coming out of my fucking headphones. How loud is that? The badger is ripping shit up because the Meek had like 3 lizards to defend with. I mean, it's pretty predictable, to be honest. There's a bunch of defenses here, but they don't cover the main entrance. To be honest, don't really see what Meek was going for. And if he loses this game, then that's GG. That is 4-0 for Melvin. Now, can we resolve this echo problem? Okay. This... Okay. This is what's causing the echo. Is that any good? So... Oh, you can hear me? Can you hear me? Can I turn this up? Does that help? Can you people actually hear what I'm saying? Too much? Do I need to turn it down? Is that better? I genuinely have no clue what the fuck went on. Alright. So, they've got lots of mills, lots of counter suppliers. Deck size grows by 2 for each game. Once selected, units must be kept for the rest of the series. Selling is forbidden. So, we got Squirrel Cam against Liz MG. I genuinely thought I was about to disconnect there, and if I had, I would have lost my goddamn mind. Okay, so yeah. They're locked in here. Meek isn't involved, but I'm sure he appreciates your confidence. To believe that he will win after he's already been killed. I think... I don't know, if the tanker can just defend a bit and then start spamming out cams, can any amount of machine guns really deal with that? Map-wise, I mean, it's almost perfectly symmetrical up here. But then you come down here to these 4 mills. I think... I mean, map control should favour Mishi because he's got lizards. He should be able to run around and, like, harass any mill that the tanker takes. If Mishi makes any... MGs beat cams? If you say so. I don't... I mean, I've always found cams pretty good at pushing through, because they, you know, get to stay decloaked up until they hit the... I guess I'm thinking of one machine gun. It doesn't apply to when there's multiple. Okay, well, tanker's got the scout. He's got his own expansion. He's moving in. Okay, the tanker's gone behind on tier 1. And considering the matchup he's in, I feel like that's going to be terrible for him. I mean, if Mishi finds this mill, then it's so easy to destroy. So far, Mishi hasn't scouted it. And because the tank has been so greedy with 2 farms here and 2 farms here, he's actually getting a payoff from it. But Tatanka doesn't think that... I mean, Mishi is going to see here and think, yeah, that's about the amount of food he should have. He's not going to assume that there's some hidden base. And the thing you've also got to consider is that squirrels are generally pretty good on defense. They're, well, better on defense. So maybe Tatanka feels confident being a bit lower than them. Still no scout down here from Mishi, which feels like a big oversight at this point. Is he going to find it? He takes a campfire. The tanker has got 2 cams up. Yeah, I mean, with the size of this map, plus the speed of the lizards, it should be relatively easy for Mishi to pick this off and then run back. He's taken this mill, so he must, like, he'll see, like, the line being drawn here. Oh, shit. Never mind. We're getting into the game. The cams are already dead. The tanker floating so much food. Both players floating a lot of food. But the lizard's just utterly overwhelming. And lizards tend to snowball hard. That's 2 farms, that's 3 farms. Now, that said, losing 4 farms, Tatanka is still even in eco. Oh no, he's not, because Mishi has these 2 campfires, so he's actually 2 farms behind. But he's not 4 farms behind, which would be devastating. 2 farms you can come back from. It's tough, but it's possible. And somehow Mishi has still not noticed that there's a mill here. Alright, Tatanka's the one who wants to take the fight. And he's also going for some base race potential. He's going to lose these 2 bases, but he's got a 3rd one up. It's just, yeah, after he, like, kills this army, which he should do now, because the army has, like, had the mills tanking for it, and it's had all the pig damage, then what does he do? Can he counterattack in here? I mean, I don't think he can. The lizards build so fast. And now that mill's gone down, Mishi knows that there has to be another, and his first choice is surely going to be over here. Right? But maybe he can't do anything about it? Since Tatanka seems to be cutting off the, Oh, maybe Mishi really does think that that's the last mill. I mean, Tatanka just keeps taking mills. He's got just enough to keep him in this game. And Mishi still didn't see it. Oh my god, come on. Okay, so it's 13 farms against 4. But the 13 farms is stuck trying to rebuild. If Tatanka can just take a fight here, he needs to take a fight soon before the lizards can fully rebuild. And this isn't even like a good place to take it. Yeah, now he kills the lizards, including a few reinforcements. He can kill the mill as well. This mill is putting in so much work for Tatanka. Like, Mishi's going to destroy this mill again, and he's going to just, like, assume that's a game, and it's not going to be, and he's going to have no idea why. Like, Mishi's a smart guy and a good player. How has he not figured out that there's a mill here? Like, surely you check the places. Okay, he looks down there. He's going to find it, right? Yes, he finds it. Now, can he stop it? He might be able to. There's 10 on it. The campfire isn't building. The lizard's stuck in the water. Oh, he can't. Tatanka manages it. Tatanka manages to take a game. And I need to set it to 4. That is one of the weirdest base race games I've ever seen. It feels so wrong that Mishi lost that. Yeah, if he just take... I mean, Mishi could have just taken the fight. And, I mean, to be fair, Mishi's scouting was terrible that game. He has no excuse for not seeing that mill. That mill was right next to him. Had the line in the ground and everything. Okay, so we got... The score is currently 1-0 to Tatanka. Apologies, I can't get my overlay up because XSplit has just fucking freaked out Basically, we've had a lot of technical difficulties, so we're basically just glad that we've got something on camera. Okay, well, Tanker coming in with the one squirrel. I mean, ferrets in this position with the high ground outside. Okay, high ground outside Mishi's base for ferrets to poke out of. Mishi has machine guns. Those are basically irrelevant now. The ferrets are involved. Squirrel lizard, the cam toad should be able to deal with. Squirrels are pretty reasonable from Tatanka. They're just generally good in all situations. The skunks and Mishi will try and hit them, but Cam should clear them up. Map wise, this is a good position to be poking down at these two mills. Relatively easy to claim. I think that Mishi is going to have a bad time here. He has a better comp, and he especially has a better comp for this map. But you know, lizards are involved. Never say never. Human error can make a lot of things happen. Oh, my shoulders are so swollen. It's a weird sensation. I don't remember having swollen shoulders before. Shoulders. I'm singing them so weird. Anyway, Mishi coming in with a lizard runaround. Gonna get 2 farms, maybe a third. No, he doesn't stay in for the third. He decides to leave. But that's 1 lizard for 2 farms. That's a pretty significant gain. You can't ever fully write off a deck that has lizards in it. Oh. Oh, but Mishi lost a big number of lizards there. And now, surely Tatanka feels like pushing. There is a squirrel out, a skunk up. It's getting some decent value. Tatanka has gone cams first. Is he going to go for ferrets? I think he should be. Oh, was that deliberate by Tatanka to leave his cam there? If so, that was some brilliant micro. It's very hard to micro 2 out of 3 units. Micro all of your units but 1 is incredibly hard in this game. But if you can do it, it can sometimes be really effective. Oh, Tatanka's pushing in, but his commander goes down. He had decent value, but now the skunks are just able to clear up his squirrels. That's probably it. I don't know. Mishi has 16 farms to Tatanka's 11. Because he has the campfire as well. And remember, you can't sell in this matchup. That's the other part about this game. You can't sell. Which means having more eco is even more valuable than it already is. Again, Mishi holds. Tanker just keeps on attacking, but he's attacking with the squirrel toad just isn't getting anything done, and the cams are dying too fast. The cams are dying before they can get on the skunks. And Tatanka is like expanding backwards, put a mill and a farm down here, but that's an extra 60 food. And now Mishi is getting up forward. I mean, Tatanka, if he got ferrets up, would have had a nice time, I think. He would have forced Mishi to engage. But that is not the case. So now we go to 1-1. Hang on. Oh, shit. I have to remake the lobby now, don't I? I don't think it says anything about size. Plentiful, plentiful. No, don't! Random, standard, plentiful, plentiful, and the army size will be 6. Goes up by 2. 6 for game 3. And then we go to 1C, which is this shit and that shit. Wait, no. No, that's what we just 6D, which is... I don't think I have that. Oh no, I do. I'm pretty sure. No, wait. Okay, so we got Squirrel, Cam, Toad, Ferret against Lizard, MG, Squirrel, Skunk. 2 new units. Ferret MG against what? Ferret Falcon. No, wait, that's the Tinker. So that's Squirrel, Cam, Toad, Ferret, Falcon, MG. And that's Lizard, MG, Squirrel, Skunk, Falcon, Wolf. I don't know why I'm noting these, because the game ends, this phase ends next game. Alright, but it's 1-1. Ow, ow, ow. This is, I think, actually, if I tab out for a second. Oh no, Meek and Melvin throw was theoretically closer. This is, Tatanka is seeded 1, Mishi is seeded 4th. But you can't exactly trust seeds. Trust that sort of prediction. Okay, so Sasha says oh god, this is hard. Sasha says she slightly favours the tanker. That is too many SAs, too many shs in a row. I don't know if I agree with that. I think either way it is going to be slight. I usually lean towards the side that has a tier 3 in it. Like, that late game payoff can be huge. On this map, it's not particularly easy for Tatanka to get any mass siege done with ferrets. And he didn't do it last game anyway. Tanker's winning if he gets a mill MG set up. What, you mean like on this campfire? I set up MGs here and then ferret? Because I don't think he is, because then Mishi can just expand out here. That's 4 mills. And in the meantime, he can just get the wolf up and push with a wolf buffed Falcon Skunk army. If you mean take the mill, like this mill is almost impossible for Tatanka to take, so I can't assume you mean that. If you mean this mill, then yeah, the territory should expand out there, but I mean that doesn't actually like improve the situation as opposed to this campfire. Okay, but yeah, I mean, Tatanka can take this mill, but if all mills are equal, if we're going to a late, like, comp, if we take, I mean, both players are already taking their third mill. If we're going to a late game, which it looks like we are at this point, since neither player has pushed on 16, then surely the person who has the tier 3 is going to win, because the tier 3s just give you so much more bang for your buck. It's not obvious. It's not like a landslide either way, but I would give it to Mishi purely off the back of his wolf, which is supply blocked. So you know there is that. Also, Mishi hasn't scouted this. Is the tanker going to get away with another like hidden base right next to his opponent? He's not, is he? Come on, Mishi. Scout a bit further. Bit farther. Just go down. Just go into the valley for a quick stroll. Wolf tier 1? No, not Wolf tier 1. Wolf Falcon Skunk. Like, Wolf buff Falcons are like the... Falcons are probably the best unit to Wolf buff. Outside of tier 3. Probably best tier 2 to Wolf buff. And Skunks are... might not to be underestimated. Like, I think you'd probably rather have cams, but other than that, yeah, I mean, wolf buff skunks put out a lot of gas. Like, your opponent is just going to be taking guaranteed damage no matter where he stands. Plus, that's ignoring all the eco benefits wolf gives you. Yeah, the 4 skunks isn't going to do too much against the mass Falcon cam. Yes. And also, Mishi is floating a lot of food right now. I mean, he is paying for a lot of tier 2s right now, but could be paying for more. And he still has not... Is he going to... He scouts it. Good on you, Mishi. Well done. Now, is the tanker going to try and push off the back of this attack? Yeah, but... Oh, no, he's going to try and defend. He's not going to get there in time. And Mishi is going to get the camera zoom in, so he knows that something's happening. Both players floating a lot of food. Admittedly, at this level of farms, it's hard to not float food. Falcon count is in Tatanka's favour. Mishi has higher potential, but not all of them were built yet. But the cams actually don't work out too well. The skunks actually survive. And Mishi is pushing. He's getting the third mill down. Tatanka has a few machine guns in the middle, and that is going to stop some reinforcements. Is Mishi overextended here? It looks like Mishi's probably overextended. Oh no, but his falcons can fly over. It looks like it might not matter. So many of the reinforcements are dying to this machine gun, and the wolf is desperately trying to get away. Oh, and it doesn't. It dies on the finishing line. Like, if it had taken a step more, like the pigs and the warren would have been in the way. But the wolf just gets killed. Okay, Mishi can't sell anything to get this stuff building. So Tatanka having this extra eco is going to be good, but it also means these machine guns back here, like they're doing nothing for Tatanka. But at the moment, Tatanka is very far ahead on army, like very far ahead. All his tier 2 is paid for, and even though Mishi might have comparable levels of falcons, his tier 1 is not nearly as valuable as Tatanka's tier 2. That might have been the problem in this, like, you can't sell game. It's like tier 1 is just going to be a constant drain on your resources. So it might be better to just sack them and go for tier 2, which is what Tatanka's done. And now we've got a base race coming. Mishi, you're not going to get back in time. You needed to, like, take this mill and continue pushing, I think. And then maybe, hopefully, you get this mill up in time. But now, Mishi's starving. I can't see him winning this. The army is still even. Although some of that is going to be these machine guns, which can't get involved. And last time we had a fight, Mishi did win. He takes down all the falcons. And, oh! Mishi is actually going to take it. With that one big fight at the end. I don't know, like, Tatanka, if he hadn't surrendered, could Mishi have killed all the mills before he starved? Because remember, Mishi can't, like, sell to rebuild a mill. Mishi's done for. If Mishi doesn't have 60 food to build a campfire or build a mill, he doesn't have 60 food. That's it. I think it would have probably been worth Tatanka, like, sticking out a bit to see if he could have won on starvation. Okay, I need to actually download this, what's it called, Hagro Pass. And we are on variant D, which means moles are banned. 40 seconds was enough to kill all the mills. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's because it's not how fast your units can destroy them. It's how fast your commander can move to each of them. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I think it's close enough that it was worth the tanker sticking in. Yeah, and especially because he didn't know how long it would be, he should have. Well, a pet peeve of mine is that people like surrender too early. So any part that's even close to surrendering too early, I'm going to be a bit harsh on. No, water could have slowed the Falcons down, but it would have slowed the commander down. Like, that's the important factor. How fast the commander moves. We seem to have lost the Mishi. And you don't know where or why. Score is 2-1 to Mishi. Game bugged. I'll remake the lobby. Just in case. Okay, this is probably also a good time for me to have a quick leak. Okay, we're at deck selection. What are we waiting for? Okay, so they need... I'm running out of room, so we got Squirrel, Liz, Mole, Falcon, Cam, Boar, Owl, Balloon. They can only choose once. Mole is off the table because reasons. Which variant 6, A, B, C, and D. Moles are banned. That seems wrong. So they've really only got 7 units. They've only got Squirrel, Lizard, Falcon, Cam, Boar, Owl, Balloon to choose from. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really want to play Elden Ring. I'm probably not going to play Elden Ring tonight. I'm probably going to go cook some food after this stream and then go to sleep. But tomorrow, come Sunday, I am playing Elden Ring like for fucking 8 hours straight. Assuming that our stream troubles get resolved. I mean, at the very least, I'm not going to need to tab out while I'm playing Elden Ring, so I can just do it OBS way. Hopefully the mic will be fine. I probably won't be able to tell because I won't have any followers or viewers. But the point is, I want to be able to look back and watch my own VODs. So we've got Mishi has taken the Owl. He has taken the Falcon. He's taken the Squirrel. Tatanka has taken nothing, if I'm correct. No Toad. Toad, Ferret, Snake, Mine, Machine Gun, Arty. Toad, Ferret, Snake, Mine, Machine Gun, Arty. Yeah. Tatanka has no multi-choice. No limited units. And he's coming out with 8 farms and a fox real quick. Mishi's going for the Owl. He sold his fox. Both players picking something different. Tatanka's kind of got trapped here. But he's still picking off farms. I mean, Mishi has no option other than to just try and build. He's going to lose 8 farms. Like the Insta-Fox. Doing devastating damage. And this is all without Tatanka losing any units. So Mishi is starving. He has an Owl. But the Owl gets sniped. It trades with the Fox, but Tatanka has 8 farms and Mishi has none. So pretty obvious who's going to win that. Who benefits from that trade. And Mishi is in a really bad spot now. He went into this 2-1 up. Now it's 2-2. But Tatanka has all of the units fresh. Mishi has some of his his go-tos just stripped off him. Well, that's a real problem. What happened? I mean, Mishi just left. Yeah, that's 2-all. 2-2. Deuce to deuce. Do I need to remake the lobby again? Has Mishi fucking crashed? I don't know where. This was a bit ago. And the game was short. Yes I am. No you're not. You're definitely not. Oh, hello, Premium. How you been? Been a fair amount of time. Okay. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, so Tatanka's taken squirrels, not ferrets, and nothing else. Mishi has taken lizards, and he's taken cams. Like, Mishi is burning through these units pretty fast. There should be enough units left over to make a decent deck, though. Fox isn't banned. Also, if Owl is Gent, can we get a call on this? If Owl is banned, but you start with an Owl Warren, do you have to immediately sell it? Or can you just not build any more? Are you allowed to keep going with the Owl Warren you've got? I feel like that's something we probably need to know. And my chat has also stopped working on this side. Is it working here? Down. You don't have to sell it, you can use it. None of these are gent, but I'm just going to trust them. Alright, here we come with the lizards. But they're running through and getting killed by barbed wire and... come here, a little bit of barbed wire and machine guns. That's the thing. That's the thing that I was saying. Thing that I said all the time. All the time. It's what I said. I am the person that said that. The person that said... No, this is not what I want. There we go. Reconnecting to chat. There we go. I can see you now. Tatanka has a ferret. And some squirrels. Not many squirrels, but some. Ferret is not banned. Which seems surprising on... well, I guess it wasn't banned for this map specifically, but ferrets seem really good on a map where there's so many machine guns around. Now, that said, Tatanka did just get his army utterly obliterated. Tatanka march his army into their death. And Mishi is going to go straight for a wolf. Tatanka doesn't have a tier 3 to put down, so he's just going to mass squirrel. He sold the ferrets. Wind isn't a thing on this map, I don't think. Like it is in the vanilla campaign map. I don't think it's a thing in the multiplayer map. Someone feel free to correct me. But I think it's not a thing. I don't remember it being a thing. And both units are moving at the same speed. Okay, Premium says no. Sasha doubles down. I mean, it doesn't look like there's wind involved. All of the units are moving at the same rate. Mishi coming in. Mass squirrel with one cam and some ferrets. Most of the wire is gone at this point. It's been whittled down. Mishi going up to 6 cams with a wolf. As soon as Mishi gets this out, like, Tatanka's going to be crushed. Like, I mean, 6 wolf buff chameleons against 18 squirrels. That means 3 squirrels per chameleon. Alright? That's all. A chameleon just has to take down 3 squirrels. And then they've traded evenly. Like, there is no way Mishi loses this. Plus, he's got the high ground that he can ferret poke from. And he's got the lizards. Like, look at this. Look at this. That mill just gets rinsed. Mishi takes game 3. Alright. So. God, I wish my camera was working so I could show you how many fucking bruises. I have, like, the most perfect, picture perfect, like, fingerprint bruises on both of my biceps. Like, oh my god, they would hold up in any court in the world. I seriously don't know how my shoulder's swollen, because that has never happened before in like 15 years of playing rugby. I'm wearing a tank top now, and just like my fucking arms are a mess. What's the problem? They just want to know what the score is. God. Mishi running low on units. He's got the boar and the balloon as his, like, bannable units. Otherwise, he has to use the quote-unquote weak units. That does mean he's got no tier 1 anymore. He's got to make do with Toad, Pigeon, and Mole. No, not Mole. Mole's banned, so he's only got Toad and Pigeon, which are not strong solo tier 1s. Now, Tatanka's used up his squirrels on the game he lost. He's using up his lizards now. He's also using up his cams. That will mostly even it up, but it'll still leave him with Falcons, Boar, Owl, and Balloon. And honestly, that might be enough to carry him through the last game. Because Tatanka needs to win this and take it to game 7. Otherwise, this is game point right now. If Mishi wins, then Mishi wins. Oh, and Mishi has taken the balloons. A lot of defensive structures. That makes sense, given his deck. Ferret, Wolf, Fox. He's got no tier 1, so he's going to rely on defenses. This makes him weaker in the next game if it happens, but stronger in this game. So Mishi is sort of going all in on, like, I'm going to win here and now. Mishi would lose against balloons because he literally can't hit them unless he gets a machine gun, like, right next to them. Okay, Tatanka with 2 lizards is able to take out this mill. Where's his last lizard? Is that going to die? Yeah. Not surprising. These lizards are going to die. Yeah. Oh, one survives. Or does it? No. All of them die. That's the thing I found about this map. You can't burrow back and just rally. You have to really babysit your units. You have to walk back. Alright, well, Mishi sold his Fox Warren, but has put one down. Look at this machine gun war. Tatanka able to get round with his lizards onto the Fox Warren, force Mishi to sell. Only able to get 1 farm, which is not worth the 9 lizards he lost. I assume the reinforcements. Usually it would be like 7 or 8. You know, it wouldn't be the full amount, but I assume any reinforcements got lost in the wire and machine gun forest. Okay, the mass defenses is kind of starting to work for Mishi. He's got set up. He's got to 16 farms. This is not bad. Although it is hard to expand. The next mill he has to go for is this one, which is a bit out of the way. The mill's kind of zigzag. The third mill, being on the low ground and really far away from your main, is really hard to take on this map. Burrow, sell, rebuild. I mean, depending on the situation, yeah. If you're confident you're not going to be attacked in the next, like, 20 seconds, then yeah. God, this wire is killing so many of these lizards. But sooner or later, this wire is going to die. There's not an easy way for Tatanka to do it. Or he's got the cams actually, so there is. He can just cam his way through. How's he got high ground vision up there? Oh, the commander dies. with his units all running into the fucking machine gun killing fields. The fox is up, the wolf is building, 8 ferrets are coming out. Oh, this is bad for Tatanka. That commander death was disastrous. He still gets... Oh, he gets a fox! And he's got his wolf coming! Oh, and his wolf is standing right in front of a machine gun! Is it going to get away? The barbed wire is going to kill it! No! I don't know if I've ever seen wire kill a wolf before in my life. Has anyone seen that happen before? Wire killing a wolf? Okay, with mass lizards, like the ferrets shouldn't be much of a problem. And now most of the defences are down, so Tatanka's second attack will be better. He is floating nearly 500 food. But he has got all of these farms. He's knocked Mishi down to 5. But Mishi has a better army. He has some wolf, he has most of his tier 2 up. The fox is about to get here. All of the tier 2 is walking straight through this wire, but it is surviving. It's just ferrets, fox versus wolf lizard. Yeah, the wolf goes down. Like, ferrets are, you know, not designed for this. Like, ferrets are countered so hard by Swift, and... Okay, Tatanka takes it, game 3. Almost all the units are used up now. There's Falcon for Tatanka, Boar for both, Owl and Balloon. Okay, there's Boar for both. There's Falcon, Owl and Balloon for Tatanka. I mean, an Owl here could seal the deal. If Mishi's been keeping track, he'll know that, and he might be inclined to go Badger. It's 3-3. This is game 7. Last game. Well, I mean, theoretically he had a better army. And then they want to recount on what they can pick. I probably shouldn't have put that in a place where both players could see it, in case one of them wasn't paying attention. But, you know, it's probably fine. I assume both of them have been making... Well, no, both of them haven't been making notes, otherwise they wouldn't have to ask. So, okay. That is maybe a slight goof on my end. But, to be fair, they both asked, so... Fuck it. Here we go. They're even going to bother with tier 1. All they've got is Toad, Pigeon. They can't take the consistent stuff. Tatanka looks like he wants to take Pigeon. Okay, both players wanted to take Pigeon. That's interesting. Maybe to deal with the wire? Maybe they both think each other will take snakes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Are we waiting for anything? Or are they just picking? Yeah, Pigeon isn't limited. Well, Tatanka's the only one who can take Falcon. I imagine both of them taking Pigeons because they realise snakes are essentially a guarantee. Good. Alright, here we go. Last game. And Tatanka has brought out the owl, although he sold his original one. So we got Pigeon, Ferret, Snake, Owl, Machine Gun, Balloon against Pigeon. Sorry, just out of habit I said Squirrel. Pigeon, Ferret, Snake, Wolf, Fox, Machine Gun. Mishi's deck is very poke based. And it's not traditionally good, but I'm pretty sure Mishi did run a deck much like this with the Ferret Snake combo and the machine guns in like the latest league or the autumn like division. Whenever it was like when the game was all like Owl. When it was all Owl Wolf. That snake is presumably dead. Snake for snake trade. Oh no, not quite a snake for snake. Oh, now a snake for snake. This snake didn't need to die. And now 2 pigs have gone down. And I have been disconnected from chat again because I had to answer something on the phone. Oh, here we go. Snakes going round. Owl being built. And snakes coming around the other side. Alright, so Tatanka snakes are going to get all of these pigs. Is this snake going to get... How many pigs can this snake get? I mean, the commander's about to die, so not all of them. Not all of them. Leaves 3 alive. A big... Oh, hang on. Not all of these pigs go down. The pigeons managed to save one. Can they save these? Can they save these? Come on, save the pigs! They saved the pigs! Okay, so... Definitely a win for Tatanka, but not by as much as it looked like. Although the owl is already building. Now this is mixed. Owl hard counters snake as much as any unit hard counter. It is one of the like strongest hard counters in the entire game. But the mice can't be controlled. The mice are gonna like get delayed doing this shit, running into the defenses. which means Mishi is going to have time to build up one of these two. He's going to build... Thing is, he's building up a fox wolf. Fox is also hard countered by the owl. I think Mishi's in trouble here. Oh, and maybe not. Oh, if he got an extra couple of tags on that owl. He actually started to focus down the owl, but he wasn't able to get it. The owl ran away. Okay, Tatanka has already got the ferrets building to deal with the machine guns. The wolf fox is already nearly built. Mishi is somehow ahead on eco, despite his massive loss. The fox one gets a quick buff up to come out quick. Okay, I feel like this should go for Tatanka because he's got the owls against the fox, right? He's gonna have two. Mishi has not seen the second one. Like, there's nothing in Mishi's deck that's good against owl, is the thing. Like, all his deck is hard countered by owl to some extent. So how does he actually deal with it? I don't think wolf buffed owl can deal with a fox. Sorry, wolf buffed fox can deal with an owl. I don't think so. Especially not with all these defences around, but maybe. Alright, the fox is going to look for a way in. It's not going to find one because the balloons completely shut it out. And here's like, okay, here's we see the first problems. Like, those mice are all free, but they get a wolf and they get a snake. Like, how do you deal with that? Mishi using up all of his, using up so many of his, like, one choices on that first game really swung it. Like, the fact that, oh, the ferrets hit the fox. You hate to see it. I mean, that has sealed the deal, but I think this series was going to Tanker's way ever since he got that first win with the fox only, where Mishi took like half of his like single choice units. And that is GG. Tatanka Mr. Rank 1 is going to be facing off against Rank 3 Melvin Throw tomorrow. Doing finals and bronze. 12 PM CST and 7 PM CST. I don't know what those are in my time, but you know, oh, CET. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to have bronze. So we're going to have Mishi versus Meek in the Battle of the M's. And then we're going to have Tatanka versus Melvin Throw, which is sort of the standard Pocket Bot Cup final as a gold. That'll be happening tomorrow, I believe, on Delphius' stream, so make sure to check in with that. Usually, Tatanka does win. Tatanka is definitely favoured. But, you know, we've got the last two variants to go through. I don't know off the top of my head what it is. I've not kept track. Theoretically, I could have listed out every possible combination and then crossed them off a list. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Until then, I am going to go cook some food. I'm going to hit this stop streaming button. Hopefully, next time I turn on my computer, XSplit will just decide to work. Because seriously, I changed nothing since last night. You can check my channel. Go to my channel. You can check the fucking VODs. As soon as I figure out how you actually do that. Yeah. Like, I was streaming for 7 hours yesterday, and just everything worked. Then I log on today, and all of this shit happens. Alright, well, that's enough venting. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for putting up with it. I will see you all tomorrow on Delphius' stream, or on mine, because I will be streaming more Elden Ring. But, quite frankly, I'd recommend you just play the game yourself. That's a problem for another time. Have a good night. Toodles.